Hey, Billy Joe, this is Dennis. Dennis is the guy here at the dealership that types up all the paperwork, and he wanted to come out and verify some information with you real quick before he started typing.
Thanks, DJ. Hey, Billy Joe. Like DJ said, I'm the guy that's going to do all your paperwork for you. And there's three main things that I'm going to cover. I'm going to make sure all your title work is processed properly, just exactly how you want it made, filled out. Get all your financing and funding needs taken care of, and get you out of here as soon as possible.
Great.
So I just got a few things that I want to ask you about real quick. Make sure I got things in order before we get all of our paperwork started. But I understand that you're trading a current bike that you bought from us a few years ago.
I am.
And your husband, Rise, he just bought his second bike from us.
I know, that's why I'm buying my second
Are
one.
you? Yeah. Do you guys got some trips or plans or anything
We
with
do.
your
We
new
want
bikes?
to ride a little further and do some more,
Venture out.
vacation time. Yeah.
Yeah. So your other bike was your first bike, and so now you got some experience behind you and confidence, so you're ready to start venturing out. Yeah, that's good. And your husband, he just bought that Goldwing, so that's his first big touring bike, he was saying.
Yeah.
And it happens. You get these bigger bikes and you start venturing further out. And now, on your bike, you did all your service here at the dealership. I noticed.
Yes.
And you bought it here, but you did not have any extended warranty programs on that bike.
Did not.
And you had a couple issues, I assume.
I actually did. Yeah. We had to bring it back here one time. It was pretty costly. And
Was it?
yeah.
That's too bad. It happens sometimes, not always.
Yeah.
But it happens sometimes. Okay. All right. And as far as your trade goes, it's paid for, so there's no need for any payoff. And you have the title with you.
I do.
Okay. Good enough. All right. Let me ask you a few things to make sure I got your name and address and socials and all proper. So I've got your name listed as this right here. Is that correct spelling? And social number is right, and you're still at this address for the last 5 years. Okay. And you're employed by this company right here. And been there for 6 years. Stated income is gross.
Yes, gross.
Okay, and that is your signature there?
It is.
All right, we're good. So this will take just a little bit of time. I'm going to get some stuff put together for us. DJ will show you around the rest of the dealership. I know you've been here before, but we got some new people that probably like to meet you, and I'm sure we got some free gifts, and you might need something. So helmet-wise, jackets or whatever, some new gloves, and get you introduced to service, so we can get you maybe even the 600-mile or initial service, kind of get you prompt for that. And
Okay.
so by the time you make that tour, I'll be ready to roll, and we'll go through the financial paperwork and stuff.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks
Thank
again.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Billy
meet you.
Joe, come follow me. Let's go.
A little role playing in there, DJ?
We are, sir.
All right.
All right. And come back out here and get her. Come out here and get her. Now you're welcome back to your office.
Hey, Billy Joe.
And I'm going to leave y'all in there by
All right.
yourselves.
Good. How was your tour?
Oh, it was
Good.
great.
Come on in, have a seat
Everybody is
again.
really nice here.
Yeah. Well, we made a few new changes, got some carpet and stuff. And would you like anything to drink before we get started?
I'm all
You all
set.
good? You excited?
I'm
I
excited.
bet you are.
Ready to roll.
All right. See, I get to do this several times a day. I get excited with everybody because I know what it's like. I've been riding forever. And, you get your new machine, even though you've had one before, but now it's a new one. And so, yeah, that's good. That's awesome. Okay, so again, what we're going to do is we're going to go through all your title work, make sure that that's done correctly, get you to sign all those documents. I got some miscellaneous paperwork we'll go through, and then we'll get to the finance contracts and get through that, and you'll be on your way.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. First off, let's see here. We got papers. Okay, this here is what we call a privacy notice. We just want you to know that all the information that we've collected from you, it will stay private. We lock it up in file cabinets in a locked, secured room, so we don't sell, rent, or give information that we've acquired from you. Stays private. Just approve that or okay that there for me. Okay. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and get you a pen.
Thank you.
There you go. All right. All right, this is the theft protection program. Did DJ cover any of that with you at all?
They mentioned it, yeah.
Okay, let me tell you a little bit about it quickly and how it works and the benefits. Here at the dealership, we etch every frame of every bike and ATV that we have, mainly to protect, initially for us, for theft purposes. Then we transfer the coverage to you, the customer, for the benefit of theft for down the road. So how this works is over the next 5 years, while the program's active, if that bike is ever stolen and not recovered within a 30-day period of time, the backing company, which is Interstate National, will write you a check for up to $5,000 towards the purchase of another bike.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a nice program because you're covered, and it literally adds $3 to your payment maybe,
Okay.
just to do the transfer to take it from us to you. For the little bit extra, it's nice to have that peace of mind. So if it does happen to come up missing for any reason and it's not recovered, even if it is recovered and the bike's a total loss because of what happened to it, same benefits occur. So that's that, and just approve right there. We'll move on. Very good. Okay, this is your title and tag application form. We will transfer all your necessary information over, but I do have make sure I've got your name listed here properly at this address and this phone number here. We'll get the bike's information filled out here and get this sent over to the state and get everything transferred into your name. And then in about 10 days you should get a little postcard from the state of Georgia just showing that your tags have been transferred or the title's been transferred, and you can go ahead and get your hard tag and your registration. It's good. Sign right there. Very good. All right, and this is for gap protection, guaranteed asset protection. I noticed on your last contract that you didn't have it. Do you understand what gap
I'm
is
not
and
sure
how it
what
works
gap
for you?
is.
Okay, let me explain to you because it's probably the most beneficial protection that you could have on anything if you're financing. Can Steel's a little different, but if you're financing a product like you have here, and you're walking in with very little money down, but you're financing the fees and tax and maybe a warranty or some other stuff, you're going to walk out owing the bank, let's just say for instance $10,000. Okay, and your bike gets totaled, whether it's from flood or fire, or if it gets stolen or whatever it is, and the insurance company looks and say, okay, the value of that motorcycle is now $7,500. Okay, so this difference in money here to here, who gets to take care of that difference?
It's me,
That would be
right?
you,
Oh, wow.
unless you are covered. Now, this works in conjunction with, who's your insurance company? It was Progressive, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It works in conjunction with Progressive to take care of this difference. Your insurance company, Progressive, is going to cover this. Anything over and above this comes out of Billy Joe's pocket. So, for again, literally a few dollars per month to have this type of coverage can keep you from having to write a check for $2,000, $3,000, or $4,000, whatever that difference is, and then again allows you to come in and buy or replace that motorcycle without any out-of-pocket expense. Another big benefit is $500 of deductible. It will cover that as well. So in case of a total loss, your insurance company will pay, gap coverage will pay, and it'll take care of your deductible. You're completely cleared and just come in and pick out another motorcycle. So anyways, that's how gap works. It's a great product. Just initial right there, and we'll move on. Okay. All right, here is what we call the buyer's guide. And what it states as this bike is sold as is. There is no warranty on it. However, there are extended service contracts available for that motorcycle, which I got some programs, some really nice programs that you qualified for, and we'll go over those in just a minute. On the back side is listed some of the potential problems that go wrong with used vehicles. There's probably a lot more there than what you might think when you think of stuff. There's a lot of parts on all vehicles. So just kind of look through that real quick there, get an idea, and then just give me your signature there. Okay, very good. Okay, so that's all that stuff here. This here, I want to present to you some of the packages that we have available for your purchase of the bike and your financing. I have 4 different options here. This is our premier plan, and then you just happen to qualify for it. It becomes a huge value when you group or bundle all these things here together. Now, what the Total Pro package includes is your mechanical coverage. This is the extended service plan that we were talking about, the service contract. The bike is sold as is. Service contract is available. So, Since the bike is sold as is, you're at total exposure at this point. If you happen to have one of your other current problems with the bike, well, this is what it is. Okay, so this warranty will cover you from tip to tail on the bike, just like the factory warranty did, minus wearables like tires and brakes and things like that. Your tire and wheel coverage, also known as road hazards, will protect your tires, not protect them, but it will cover tires and wheels in case of road hazard debris, nails, glass, blowouts, potholes. If you damage a tire, it gets replaced. If you damage a tire and a wheel, those two things also get replaced. The theft coverage, we covered that. It's etched. You get the benefit if it's stolen and not recovered. It's a total loss. They give you the $5,000 check towards the purchase of the new bike. And the priority maintenance, which is a great program because you and your husband both are the type of people that like to maintain the machine, like saving money. So it's a great program for that because it does both.
Yes.
It takes care of your next 3 years of servicing. You move to the front of the line, you're a priority VIP customer. If you are in a rush, you're going out of town, you're going to bike week, you're on a trip somewhere and you need to get it in for this service and a tire change and get it ready to go. And for super busy, you go right to the front line. So that's a nice benefit of it. Plus there's no money exchange. You've already taken care of it at a huge discount. And there you have it. So that's the Total Pro package. The bundle, bundling all these together becomes the big value. Now, with the purchase of the bike and the Total Pro package, you're looking at $468 for that whole package over the course of the 16 months. And if that looks good to you, Billy Joe, just give me your signature right there.
Well, I like everything except the mechanical coverage.
The mechanical coverage?
I don't really see the value out of it.
Well, I can understand because you didn't have it on your other machine, but did I mention that if you are happen to be traveling with that motorcycle, you and your husband, which I think you've got some plans for doing that you have towing expense reimbursement, you have trip interruption reimbursements that go along with that. So those are two nice benefits that on top of the great stip-to-turn type of coverage that you get. If that looks good, just go ahead and give me your okay right there.
That sounds good. I guess the price. I had a repair, but.
Well, let me tell you a quick story. I had, this happened to my in-laws, okay? They were buying a used car, and I'm not a used car dealer anymore, but I used to be, but I'm in the same business, and they were asking me the question about the value of a service contract or an extended warranty, whatever term you want to give it. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? And to quickly answer their question, I said yes. To further explain to that, I said, yeah, I believe they are because, one, they're mechanical machines. There are thousands and thousands of parts that could go wrong with these machines, and they're built by humans that make mistakes all the time. Okay, so these are things that can happen, yes. Without the coverage, you're complete exposure for what potentially could be a financial disaster if a $2,000 or $3,000 occurrence happened, or even if it's a series of small occurrences on it. So yeah, I proceeded to say yes, I would recommend it. Well, they did, and shortly after it, they had a fuel injection problem with the vehicle that they purchased. And it ran into about the $800–900 range to have the whole thing fixed for parts. The labor ran it up to about $1,200, but they had a small $50 deductible, and that's all they had to pay to have the thing fixed. And otherwise they had been stuck with the whole bill. You've had a couple instances, with your bike, and even though they may be far and few between or not at all, sometimes it happens. And when you start looking at the difference in having it and not having it, it becomes a big value there. You've had a couple experiences with that, so
Yes, I have.
let's go ahead and approve that right there, and we'll move on with your purchase.
Okay.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Well, congratulations, Billy Joe.
Thank
We're
you,
set,
Dennis.
and we'll get DJ back in here and get your delivery set up, and we'll go over the bike with you, and all's fun. And make sure you guys ain't strangers.
Thank you.
Stay close.